What's up, Spartan fans? Steve Leslie, YSNLive.com, Boardman football player profile #1. Sponsored by Coca's Pizza. Can't thank Steve Coca enough on a nice Monday night here at Coca's Pizza out on the patio. Proud to be joined by senior tailback Sean O'Hara. Sean, thanks for joining us.
Yep.
I love the name. I love the family. Know your dad quite well, coached your brother. I've watched you grow up. Senior year now, Spartan football. What's that mean to you?
It's awesome. Just all the support we get, even with parents, fans, everyone that comes, the atmosphere at the games. It's very special.
Yeah. Sean O'Hara fans, let's talk a little bit about yourself, talk about your family, shout them out a little bit before we get going, and talk about how important they are to you.
Yeah. So my brother, he's playing at Saginaw Valley State right now. He's a quarterback there. Technically on the field, he's still a freshman. He's been there 2 years so far. It's going to be his third year.
Okay.
My sister, she just moved into Clarion. She'll be playing softball there. Third baseman, pitcher. She could really do it all. And my dad, he has an insurance business. He's very involved with any sport that I've ever been in throughout my whole life, with any of me, my brother, my sister. Anything we're involved in, he's really involved in. Then my mom, she's just very supportive with whatever we do.
I'm going to say mom's the key.
Yeah.
Because I know dad real well, Patio, we know real well. So mom is the key. That's special to have that, to be surrounded by great family. I know you have your dad has a big family that I'm sure come out and support you. Senior year, you play a football game. I guess the first question for you, how different was it? You play last year, there's parents, no band, no this, and then senior year, you jump into Cardamooney, the place is packed, and talk about that environment. How special was Friday night as a senior to open up against Cardamooney?
It was really special because Mooney's probably one of my biggest favorite games of the year, so it was awesome to open up with them, especially with a full crowd again. Last year, like half a crowd or whatever it was okay. It wasn't too bad, but just getting a full crowd this year was awesome, especially senior year.
With Sean O'Hara, player profile, Boardman Spartan tailback, had a big game, over 200 yards rushing in only 16 carries. We'll get into that a little bit with, we can maybe get you to football a little bit more on Friday night if we need to, but the offense was clicking on all gears. I guess, Sean, my question is the senior group. I talk with coach a lot. Sometimes when you get a new head coach as a senior, it's the hardest on a senior. I don't see that. I see a guy that's come in and bonded with you guys right out of the gate. I know how close you are with this senior group. How special is this senior group on and off the field? Talk about your teammates a little bit.
Some of us have been together ever since flag football, since we're little. Some have been playing in tackle, 5th grade. We've just been playing with each other ever since we were little. We know the ins and outs of each other. We're friends on the field, off the field. We're just really close. Just on the field, communication, off the field, just trying to hang out a lot, just trying to stay close. It just helps become a family and on the football field and as a team, and bringing everyone who's there together easier.
Well, I saw a lot of that. I was able to watch your game on Monday night. I'm watching you run the football. The blocking is very well. Mr. Love is a pretty good guy to run behind over there. Talk about that O-line a little bit. I talked with Coach and some of your younger guys. It was their first start, and Cardamooney's not an easy team to get your first start against. Talk about that O-line. They opened you up some nice holes.
Yeah, they've been doing really well, just making sure that they're taking the right steps, doing the right job. Even with Joseph Fair, Cortland Love being the bigger guys, older guys taking the lead, showing the younger guys what to do. Then some younger guys like Tyler Treleski, a couple other younger guys taking big leaps this year. Just being coachable, learning what they're supposed to do, and trying to make some special things happen this year.
Well, they did. And the quarterback ground game was good. You hit a big special teams defensively. You guys were all over the place. A good first win for the Spartans. You get into week 2 here. Now let's talk about a little bit you individually. What are some of Sean O'Hara's goals this year as a senior for the Spartans?
As a team-wise?
As a team-wise, individual. I know there's got to be some both ways.
Yeah, individually-wise, I just want to break that 1,000-yard record. Just have 1,000 yards for one season. It hasn't been happened in a while here at Boardman. So that's one of my big ones. Lead team in tackles again this year, TFLs, stuff like that. But then just as a team, just make big things happen this year. Play together as one. especially on defense, communicate, play with energy, emotion, and just play every game with everything that we have and leave everything we have on the field.
Well, if there's anybody that does that, it's you. You're a pretty good example of that. I want to go off something that you said. I want to ask you. Last year, you're a junior. You win a playoff game at home.
Yeah.
First one over at that stadium, which is a great place to play football.
Oh, yeah.
How bad does this senior group want to play a couple games at Spartan Stadium in the playoffs? I know that's a long way away.
Yeah.
But with the expansions and the talent on this football team, is that something you want to see this football team do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome, especially senior year. Leave everything that we have, especially on that field. Getting a home playoff game again would be awesome.
Well, we're with Sean O'Hora, our player profile. I'm sorry, Coca's Pizza is a sponsor. Be heading to Rand Stadium Friday night to take on the Cheney Cowboys. Big rivalry. Coach was a coach over there. I know you both teams know one another quite well. I'm sure there's emotion for you guys as coaches, new players. Talk about how coach has been and how important this is for you guys to go over and show Cheney that Coach Anthem's a part of the Boardman Spartans.
Yeah, just having Coach Antrim come here, just us being a family, really just makes us motivated and wanting to win this game for him, especially for everything he's done this year for us, making us work so hard. And in the end, we're just gonna know it's worth it. Some days we might not want to do it, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. So we're just gonna want to get this W for Coach.
Yeah, there's a lot of days I don't think I would want to do it. It's 90 degrees outside all week. Seems like the heat always comes back at the first game of the season and those things. Let's talk about you have been offered by Robert Morris.
Yep.
A great place.
Oh, yeah, awesome.
Talk about that. Talk about how that process has been. And does Sean O'Hora want to play college football, which I'm going to say yes. And I think you're going to be a steal for someone.
Yeah. I do want to play college football for sure. Robert Morris, their coaching staff was really nice. They called me after one of our practices, actually, and just offered me right after the practice. Another one of our players, Cam Thompson, got offered by them same day. It was honestly kind of a surprise that day because I've been talking to him a little bit, but it wasn't too much. But then I've been talking to the coach every now and then. I'm probably going to try and get a visit in there.
Okay.
I've looked online about their campus and stuff. It's really nice, good
great
football
place.
field.
Yeah,
nice
awesome stadium.
Coaches.
Yeah, good coaches. He played at the Miami. He played at the U. He was one of those studs in all the championship years. How special is that for you when you get a call like that? It makes you. Does it make you work harder? I would have to think that does.
Yeah, it does. It really makes you work harder. Just to even think that a D1 program like that.
That's awesome.
It's so awesome.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
That's hard work. That's good family. That's classroom. You do all those things. Those are keys to success, and you're on the right path. We're with Sean O'Hora, senior player profile, tailback, defensive linebacker. Had a great game both ways. I know it's early in the week. It's Monday. Probably have watched some film on Cheney. Your thoughts on the Cheney Cowboys?
I think they're pretty good. They play fast. They have a couple good DNs. We just got to keep them under control, make sure they didn't get too quick. Even running backs, we're doing something. We got to make sure we help out the line a little bit. Try and slow them down a little bit and just don't overlook anything.
Don't overlook it. Now you guys got something special going for sure. So Spartan fans, you can see it on YSN Live Friday night from Rand Stadium at 7 o'clock against the Cheney Cowboys, or head on over to the stadium and check out my guy right here, Tote the Rock. We're going to play a little rapid fire.
All right.
I'm going to ask you some questions. There's no wrong answers. I'm going to be really curious with some of these. Let's go. Favorite color Gatorade?
Favorite color Gatorade? Probably orange.
Okay, orange. Let's go off of favorite color Gatorade. Sean O'Hora's favorite food?
Favorite food? Either steak or beef tips and noodles.
I'm a big beef tips and noodles guy. That's a good answer. All right, so off of that, let's go favorite restaurant. Now we have to be careful here. Coca's Pizza is the sponsor of Boardman football. So, yes, Coca's Pizza is one of those, Sean. What is your
tie for number one?
Okay, tied for number one. That's a great answer. Your second favorite restaurant is?
And then Tebow's. Shout out to Cam Thompson.
Shout out to Cam Thompson at Tebow's. So when I talk to Cam Thompson, I'm going to get that answer from Cam Thompson. All right, that's a good one. With Sean O'Hora, rapid fire. Favorite college football team?
Notre Dame.
I love you. I knew I loved them right off the get-go. Quinn's not a big ND guy. I love what Notre Dame's doing.
Yeah.
I do. Some guys from Youngstown that you know quite well, the McCarthy family.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
your family knows well. Good answer. Favorite pro football team?
Probably the Browns.
Okay. We're all in agreement. The Browns are in good shape there. Let's go. Sean O'Hara's favorite class at Boardman High School so far?
Favorite class? Probably digital video productions.
Wow.
Yeah.
We could get him to come work for YSN. So
I did make a pretty nice short film this year.
you made a nice short film, so I'm going to have to check that out. Quinn, we're going to have to check out Mr. O'Hara's film there. The great answer. All right, so off of that, here's your big chance. What school hasn't started yet, right?
Yeah.
All right, so when you go to school now, you can shout out your favorite teacher you've had at Boardman.
Favorite teacher? Coach Antrim. Favorite teacher. I'll be having him this year. Watching film in his class.
There you go. Watch film in his class and you know, learn those things and say, Coach, when we need 3, I got you.
Yeah.
If we need 4, I got you. And if you need the home run, I got you. Your role model. Your family is phenomenal. Cousins, grandparents, aunts, uncles, mom, dad. Who's your go-to when times are tough? Who's the role model of the family for you to go to when maybe things aren't the way you want them to be?
Probably my brother. He knows everything about me. I talk to him about anything. Anything goes wrong, I just talk to him about it, and he gives me some advice.
That's a great answer. I know he's awful proud of you. I know you're proud of him. From a football standpoint, who do you role model yourself? Is there somebody you watch play that you want to be like, or you try to emulate a little bit?
A little bit of Christian McCaffrey.
That's a good answer right there. Little CMC out of the backfield.
Oh, yeah.
You can do it. You got Mr. Thompson. You got Terrence Thomas. You got yourself. Coach Antrim's got some nice toys to play with.
Does.
All right. Friday night, you get to Rand Stadium. I think everybody's allowed to wear headphones, right, Coach? In pregame, they're all in their headphones and do things. Okay, so what's Sean O'Hara listening to before pregame? What gets you hyped to play football?
No one probably knows this, but the Foggy Dews gets me going.
The who?
The Foggy Dews.
The Foggy Dews.
It's an Irish song.
There we have it.
Won't get many people hyped, but if you're an Irishman.
You know what? I'm not an Irishman, but I'm going to have to look up the Foggy Dews.
Great song.
Does Dad listen to the Foggy Dews?
I doubt he listens.
He doesn't listen to the Foggy Dews. Okay. I'm going to have to.
Conor McGregor's walkout song.
Conor McGregor's walkout song.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Then I've heard it before. I know that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Quinn, reminding me, we're going to listen to the Foggy Dews when we go on road trips. Just for Mr. O'Hara here for Spartan football. All right, last one. Senior year.
Mm-hmm.
How do you want the season end?
I mean, obviously the state championship. And if that isn't the case, then just playing our last game with everything that we have, every game that we have, everything. We'll just leave it out there and just get as many things as we can.
Well, you play hard all the time. Your teammates play hard all the time. Your coaches work hard. It's been awesome to do this with you. I really have. Knowing your family and knowing mom and dad, I know how proud they are of you and your brothers and sisters. You got yourself a good one, Spartan fans. Tailback Sean O'Hara from the Spartans. Tailback Coca's Corner, Coach's Corner, player profiles, all sponsored by Steve Coca's. The player profile tonight, the first one for the Spartans, and a good one, Sean. Wish you the best of luck Friday night against James.